Say hello to the quokka, the tiny marsupial with the biggest smile in the animal kingdom. Native to Australia, especially Rottnest Island, quokkas are about the size of a house cat. They're known as the world's happiest animal, and it's easy to see why. That adorable permanent smile isn't fake, and it's just the way. Their faces are shaped. Quokkas are super friendly and curious. They'll even come up to tourists and pose for selfies. Seriously. But don't be fooled. Touching or feeding them is illegal and harmful, even though they look cuddly. They're part of the kangaroo family, and yes, they hop around and carry babies in pouches too. Sadly, quokkas are considered vulnerable due to habitat loss and predators. So while they're always smiling, they still need our protection. Meet the Okapi, an animal that looks like it came from a mix-up in nature. With zebra-like stripes on its legs, the body of a horse and the face of a giraffe. You might think it's made up, but the Okapi is very real. It lives deep in the rainforests of the Congo, and for a long time even scientists didn't know it existed. In fact, it wasn't officially discovered until 1901. That's how secretive this animal is. Despite the zebra stripes, the Okapi is actually the closest living relative of the giraffe. It even has a long, blue tongue that it uses to clean its eyes and ears, just like giraffes do. The Okapi is shy, quiet, and perfectly camouflaged in the forest. But today, it's endangered due to habitat loss and poaching. An animal this rare deserves to be protected. You might think termites are tiny and simple, but they're incredible engineers. Some termite mounds in Africa and Australia can reach over 30 feet tall. That's as high as a 2-story building. And they're not just big, they have built-in air conditioning, using a network of tunnels and vents. Termites regulate the temperature, humidity, and airflow inside the mound perfectly. Even in scorching heat, the inside stays stable and cool. How? As hot air rises, cool air is pulled in from underground. A natural ventilation system designed by insects. Architects around the world actually study termite mounds to design eco-friendly buildings. So yeah, termites. Nature's tiny architects with skyscraper brains. What happens if a crab loses its claw? No problem, it can grow a new one. Crabs have an amazing ability called regeneration. If they lose a leg or even a claw in a fight, it doesn't stay gone forever. During their next molting cycle, they start growing a replacement, little by little. Some can fully regrow a claw in just a few molts. Why do they lose them? Fights, predators? Or sometimes they break off their own limb to escape danger, a move called autotomy. It's like an emergency eject button. Regrowing a claw gives crabs a second chance to defend, eat, and survive. Nature made them tough. And rebuildable. Did you know that snails can sleep for up to 3 years? That's not a typo, 3 entire years. When the environment gets too dry or hot, some snails go into a deep sleep called estivation. It's like hibernation, but to survive tough weather instead of cold. During this time, they seal themselves in their shell with a mucus layer and barely move at all. Their body slows down, using almost no energy, a survival superpower. And when the rain finally returns, they wake up like nothing happened, ready to crawl and munch again. Nature's slowest sleeper just might be one of its smartest. Did you know goats have accents? Yes, just like humans, goats from different groups sound different when they bleat. Scientists discovered that young goats raised together develop unique vocal tones, influenced by their environment. And just like humans from different cities or countries, their voices start to diverge over time. So a goat from the UK might sound different than one from Africa or Canada. It's not random noise, it's social communication. Goats are smarter and more social than most people think. Some can even recognize each other's voices. So next time you hear a goat say ba, just know it might have an accent you've never heard before. Imagine sleeping underground for 17 years. Then waking up just to sing, mate, and die in a few weeks. That's the bizarre life of the periodical cicada. These insects spend nearly 2 decades hidden as nymphs beneath the soil. Then suddenly, millions of them emerge at once. They fill the trees, singing so loudly it can reach 100 decibels, louder than a lawnmower. Why do they wait so long? Scientists believe the 17-year cycle helps them avoid predators and overwhelm enemies with numbers. After mating, the adults die, and the next generation disappears underground again. See you in 2042! This tiny creature might live forever. Meet the immortal jellyfish, Turritopsis dorni. When it gets old or injured, it doesn't die. It reverses aging, turning back into a baby jellyfish. It can repeat this process again and again. Technically, it could live forever. But here's the twist. It's not invincible. Predators, pollution, and disease can still kill it. So even with the power of biological immortality, most of them don't survive forever. Still, it's one of the strangest and smartest tricks in the animal kingdom. Think hippos are just lazy river giants? Here's a wild fact. Hippos sweat red, but it's not blood. It's a special oily fluid their skin produces, a natural sunscreen that keeps them safe from the hot African sun. And that's not all. This red sweat also acts as an antibacterial shield, helping protect them from infection. So while it may look creepy, it's actually one of the coolest animal defenses in the wild. No sunscreen bottle needed, just red glowing sweat that does it all. Starfish and/or sea stars us look simple, right? But here's a crazy fact. They have no brain and no blood. Instead of blood, they use seawater to move nutrients through their body. And instead of a brain, they use a nerve ring to control their arms. Each arm can even move independently. Some species can regrow lost arms, and a few can grow into a new starfish from just one limb. They may look quiet and slow, but these ocean creatures are full of surprises. Meet the axolotl, the cute little salamander with a superpower. It can regrow almost any part of its body. Lost a leg? It grows back. Spinal cord damage? It repairs itself. Even parts of the heart and brain can regenerate perfectly. Most animals scar, but axolotls heal like nothing happened. And it's not just once. They can do this over and over again for their whole life. Scientists are studying them to learn how humans might one day regrow limbs or organs. This tiny creature might hold the secret to the future of medicine. Amazing, right? Can you imagine living your entire adult life in just one day? That's exactly what happens to mayflies, the shortest-lived adult insects on Earth. After spending up to 2 years underwater as nymphs, they emerge, grow wings, and then they have less than 24 hours to live. In that short time, they don't eat. They don't sleep. Their only mission is to mate and lay eggs. Once that's done, their life ends. No long journeys, no second chances, just one fast, frantic day. It's one of nature's most extreme life cycles. Would you live life differently if you had only a day? Think birds can't run fast? Meet the ostrich, the fastest bird on land, and it doesn't even fly. Ostriches can sprint at speeds up to 70 kilometers per hour, 43 mph. That's faster than a racehorse. They use their long, powerful legs to cover up to 5 meters, 16 feet in a single stride. Not only that, but they can keep running at high speeds for long distances without tiring. Their wings? They don't fly, but help with balance and turning while running. And if running fails, they can kick hard enough to kill a lion. In the bird world, the ostrich is the ultimate sprinter. Proof that you don't need wings to be fast. Meet the bombardier beetle, a tiny insect with a built-in chemical cannon. When threatened, this beetle mixes 2 chemicals inside its body, hydroquinone and hydrogen peroxide. When combined, they create a powerful reaction, heating up to 100 degrees. Then boom! It blasts the boiling mix out of its rear with an explosive pop. The hot spray burns and stuns predators like frogs, spiders, and even humans. And it can shoot up to 20 times in a row with perfect aim. Scientists have studied it to develop new materials and even military tech. All this power from a bug barely 1 centimeter long, nature's tiniest flamethrower. The bombardier beetle is not to be messed with. Think pigeons are just city birds with no brains? Pigeons can do math. In scientific studies, pigeons have been trained to count objects, understand numerical order, and even perform simple addition. They can recognize numbers and compare values, just like monkeys and humans. In one experiment, pigeons were shown different groups of shapes, and they correctly chose the group with more items, again and again. This shows that pigeons have abstract reasoning, a skill once thought to be limited to primates. So next time you see one bobbing around your sidewalk, remember, that bird might be better at math than you think. Dragonflies are some of the most skilled flyers in the insect world. They can fly up, down, sideways, hover in one spot, and yes, even fly backwards. This is possible thanks to their 2 pairs of wings, which they move independently. It gives them incredible control, almost like a helicopter. Dragonflies can even reach speeds of up to 30 kilometers per hour. Yeah, that's faster than most insects. Their flying skills help them catch prey mid-air with deadly accuracy. In fact, dragonflies catch 95% of what they hunt, making them one of nature's most efficient predators. With flight moves this advanced, the dragonfly is like the acrobat of the insect world.
Did you know a tiger's stripes aren't just on its fur? They're on its skin too? That's right. If you shaved a tiger completely, don't worry, we won't. The same stripe pattern would still be visible on its body. Each tiger's stripes are completely unique, like human fingerprints. They help tigers camouflage in tall grass and forest. Shadows, perfect for sneaking up on prey. Even white tigers, which are a rare genetic variant, have faint gray or black stripes on both their fur and skin. Nature didn't just paint the outside, it went all in. So next time you see a tiger, remember, those stripes go deeper than you think.
Did you know owls can rotate their heads 270 degrees almost all the way around? But how do they do it without cutting off blood flow or damaging nerves? Owls have special bones and extra blood vessels that keep oxygen flowing even during extreme head turns. Their eyes don't move, so they rely on this rotation to see in all directions. It's nature's built-in radar. Owls don't just look wise, they're engineering marvels. Geckos aren't just cute, they have superpowers. These little reptiles can walk on walls and even ceilings, thanks to millions of tiny hairs on their toes. These hairs grip surfaces at a microscopic level, kind of like nature's own Velcro. Even if they're just chilling on the ground, geckos are built for extreme climbing. No glue, no suction, just pure science. Pretty amazing for such a small creature. Wolves are highly social animals, living in structured family groups called packs. This pack life is crucial for their survival, allowing them to cooperate in hunting large prey, share in raising their young, effectively communicate through various sounds and body language. Their intelligence and strong social bonds are key to their success in diverse environments.